Somebody tell Terrence Crawford to relax. His insecurities are showing. What's up, everybody? I'm Jay, and this is R2 Cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's video, we will be reacting, and I will be giving my 2 cents to this viral clip of Terrence T. Bud Crawford calling out Jaron Boots Ennis. But before we do that, make sure you help support the channel by hitting the Cash App, $2 boxing, or hitting the heart with the $, and leaving a special thanks below. Just letting me know you're enjoying the content. Now, I'm pretty sure all of you have seen this viral clip of Terrence Crawford going in on Boots and calling him out. So y'all know I had to come on and give my 2 cents about it. So we're going to react to it. And as I'm going through this video, I want y'all to let me know and drop it below in the comment section. What am I saying that is not fact? Now, regardless of how you're feeling about what I'm saying, right? What am I saying that's not fact? And I'm not sure what this response is about. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Bill Haney and Bud then conjured up something to cause some type of controversy, to draw attention from him in this $100 million deal that nobody believes. And then you got Bud out here just, I don't know if Bud is trying to create a demand for a fight so he could ask for $250 million. I don't know. But let's take a look at this. And y'all let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as I go throughout the video. Here we go.
Y'all wanted me to end Boo's career before it started.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Now you fucked him up.
Y'all wanted me to end Boo's career before it started. Then you hear the Johnson bounce in the back. You would have effed him up. You would have effed him up. How do y'all know? How do y'all know? How come now all of a sudden? Okay, let me here we go.
Him the fuck out, and it's the reason why.
Fucked him up.
I would have knocked him the fuck out, and it's the reason why.
Hear the shit.
They went the other way.
He would have knocked him the F out, and it's a reason why he went the other way. Terrence, when would you have knocked him the F out? And what other way did he go? You wasn't talking this spicy every time someone people was asking you about Boots. You wasn't talking this spicy, Terrence. You muy caliente all of a sudden. But you was oh, you don't want to fight Boots and it's a lose-lose. And this is what you were saying when you were active, because you retired. You retired right now. You hating from outside the club. You can't even get in. You wasn't talking this spicy when you was active in the boxing streets. You wasn't this mad and upset. What is you so upset about? This man is damn near a decade younger than you. Yeah, he's in his 20s. Terrence, you're in your 40s. Let's keep it going. I'm already, let me let it play. I'm already saying too much.
Stop playing with
Thank
me.
you. Thank you.
Stop playing with me. Niggas, the real boxing motherfuckers know why they went the other way. He wasn't ready yet. He needed a couple of more fights, they said. Stop playing.
Who said that, Terrence? When did they say he wasn't ready? And what other way did he go? You mean trying to fight unified pound for pound champion Earl the Truth Spence Jr.? He went the other way to go fight a bigger, more lucrative fight for more belts. So let me know and drop it below. Y'all answer this question. Do y'all think he went the quote unquote other way because he didn't want to fight Terrence? Or do you think he went the other way for all the things that I just said? To fight Earl Spence Jr., who the fight would have been way easier to make. Y'all already know how it is to deal with Terrence Crawford in negotiations. Earl had more belts. He was also a top fighter and more decorated than you, Terrence. So he went to go fight a more decorated fighter, and you on here talking about he went the other way, trying to make it seem like he was scared of you or ducking you or something. But when they was asking you in these interviews, Terrence, about Boots, you wasn't saying they were saying he wasn't ready. You wasn't saying all of that. And you wasn't this spicy. You was not this spicy. Now all of a sudden he wasn't ready yet. He needed a couple of more fights. Okay, Terrence, when you found that out that he needed a couple of more fights, why you ain't say, okay, cool, then let him get us a couple of more fights. We can still bang it out. I don't understand what's up with this. Oh, you fight me when I say we fight or we can't fight. I don't get that mentality in boxing. If a fighter is like, that's not abnormal to be like, oh, they need a couple more fights before they fight, then I want to see the fight. That's something regular in boxing. But you are on here, Terrence, trying to paint that as if somehow they gonna think that means he ducked you, when that's just simply not true. So let's get that straight right now. He quote unquote went the other way that you're trying to paint as a duck. He took a different direction to go fight a more decorated fighter where the business would be easier to do than trying to deal with you. Why you talking about he went the other way? Oh, they say he need a couple of fights. I don't even think they said that, but even if they did say that, once again, if they say he needed 2 or 3 more fights, then you should just be like, all right, cool, I'll catch him in 2 or 3 more fights. You on here trying to say that, and again, trying to paint this man as a duck. And since Zab Judah has released the truth about what really happened with y'all in negotiations, it sounds like your story switching up, bud. It sounds like the story switching up. Because for all that time, you kept riding that wave of you tried to make the fight. He turned it down, trying to make it seem like he ducked you, like you tried to make the fight, and he just ain't want to fight you like he would. No, that's not what happened. Because what Jab Zuda really said was they tried to make the fight, and you went to go fight Avanesian. So who really walked away from that?
Come on, bro. That's what I'm talking about. We already said
That's
that.
right.
He said
That's right.
I was biased. But I don't know. It ain't his time. Brian said the same thing.
Look at Bill's face. Look at Bill's face. Oh my God, y'all. Look at Bill Haney's face. He is so.
It's time.
Hey, on my mama, Gilly. And I be trying to be nice because I support the young fella and all that. And he black and shit. I want to see him succeed.
That's my
But
family.
these niggas can't come up.
What you mean you trying to be nice to the young fella because you want to see him succeed and you want to support him? If you wanted to support him, Terrence, you would have fought him. You wouldn't have been in the media continuously trying to paint this man as a duck. You wouldn't be picking against him for other fighters to beat him. Like, what do you mean you want to support him? How have you supported Boots? Please tell me how you supported Boots. Y'all cried like babies when he sparred Canelo before the fight, as if he had some type of allegiance and he owed you something. You and your team sit on the internet and continuously like try to talk shit about this man, criticize his resume, as if we're being honest, him and Terrence are in the same predicament. They're fighting the best people available to them. People keep saying they ain't fighting nobody, and Boots is getting ducked. Is that not the same predicament that Terrence Crawford was in? But for some reason, y'all could look at Terrence Crawford with his resume, even though he didn't really have no big fights until he was in his 30s. Boots ain't even in his 30s yet. His biggest fights, Terrence's biggest fights were in his 30s. And y'all want to keep sitting here trying to compare Boots and Bud's careers and all that. How you going to compare Boots' career to Bud's career that is over? The man is retired. How are y'all doing that? You cannot compare Bud and Boots' career when Bud has been fighting damn near a decade longer than Boots and is retired and his career is over. So can we stop the comparisons? But if we want to compare their careers at the same time when they were like, what, 28, 29, around the same age, what's really the difference? Just because y'all don't want to give Boots some recognition for just like how y'all give Bud recognition for the names on his resume that ain't the big names, but they are competitive fighters within boxing. Boots have those people on his resume. He just destroyed them. So y'all don't want to give him no credit for it. But that's cool. But if you look at Boots and Bud at the same age when Bud was Boots' age, They had the same criticism. The difference was people could look at Bud, see his talent, see how he fights, and still be like, that's a great fighter right there. But for some reason, when y'all look at Boots and see him fight, y'all want to critique and break down every single itty bitty mistake and all this other stuff y'all got going on. Come on, man. Y'all know that man is special. Y'all know that man is special. And if Boots really want to support, I mean, if Bud really want to support Boots, fight him or just shut up, bro. You're retired.
To me and do the same shit that they can do with other niggas. Niggas don't do that with me. I would slap the piss out of niggas' face. Niggas know who to play with.
But that was also what I said. His career is already
Niggas don't even really be saying my name. They be like, oh, I'm with everybody. I'm on everybody. I'm gonna stop everybody. Niggas say my name. Niggas say I knock Terrence Crawford out, nigga.
But why does he gotta say your name? I don't know if y'all seen the interview. I'm probably gonna make a more detailed video about this, but he was in the interview and they was like, oh, if you and Bud fight, who you got winning? He said, I'm gonna come out victorious. He said, you gonna stop him? Boo say, I stop everybody. I'm gonna stop everybody. What is wrong with that? See, how are you taking that as any disrespect? That's fighter talk, stage talk. He's a fighter. What are you supposed to say? Say my name, nigga, but say my name. Okay, Terrence, but when you was on Twitter the other day with all your subliminals, you was tweeting out and people said you was talking about Boots and you like, I don't know how y'all got Boots out of that. You ain't say no name, Terrence. You didn't say no names. You threw out some subliminals and that's cool. I'm not saying there's no problem with it. But what he got to say your name for? See, he not worried about you right now. He got a fight coming up with Xander Zayas. Are y'all trying to distract this man? Like, what is the purpose of all of this? Terrence? Are you gonna come back and fight him? I mean, I'm serious. Like, what's the purpose of all this? The man is damn near 10 years younger than you. He's not even in your decade, your era, none of that. He's not in none of that. And y'all think that the odds is in Bud's favor for this fight? Bud is 40 years old. He's already went through his career. You're going to pick the 40-year-old fighter over the young, fresh, athletic, talented, fast fighter that's in their current prime right now? That's who y'all going to pick? That's crazy to me. Like, Bud, if you can beat Boots, if you feel like you can beat Boots or you want to fight Boots, just come back and fight him. Can you tell me why? You would never see Errol Spence responding like this because of what Boots said in the interview. You will never see Errol Spence responding like the response to me, in my opinion, I'm gonna give y'all my 2 cents. It's just coming off like you a little insecure. Well, it's something about Boots that makes you feel a little insecure, that you feel like you got to come out and say what you would have did, but when you was active, you wasn't saying none of that. Let's finish the video.
You ain't regular, Terrence. We know that. You ain't regular. You ain't regular.
That Johnson bouncer. You ain't regular, Terrence. You ain't regular.
Well, I know me and Wallow tried you, nigga.
We won.
All right, so that's pretty much the end. That's pretty much the end of the video. But I'm just trying to figure out, why are you so spicy now that you've retired about Jaron Boots Ennis? Because honestly, what he said in that interview doesn't warrant this response. It doesn't warrant this response. If he could have said, oh, I'll stop Errol Spence, do you think Errol Spence would have started yelling at his phone? I'd have knocked him the fuck out of the end of his career. Like, bro, you look soft right now. Like this, I know some of y'all think this is cool and like, yeah, he cool and that. This ain't cool. Not to me. You should have been like, yeah, what's up? If he think he can knock me out, we could make that fight cool. Let's do it. But responding like this, and then you giving more instructions, say my name. You Beyonce now. Say my name, say my name. You Destiny's Child. Now he gotta say your name. Why he gotta have all these instructions? Do you want to fight him or not, Terrence? Why is he worried about saying your name When he got a fight coming up, he not worried about you. You outside the club, Terrence. You cannot get in. He has a fight coming up. And you on the internet screaming in your phone, talking about you would have knocked him the F out. Would you have knocked him the F out when you were saying Boots' name never came up? You would have knocked him the F out then? Would you have knocked him out when you were saying, oh, it was a lose-lose situation? Would you have knocked him out when you were saying he don't bring nothing to the table? Would you have knocked him out then? Would you have knocked? And then you talking about he went the other way to go fight pound for pound unified champion in Errol Spence, where it'll be easier to make the fight. He went to go try to get those belts. And you said he went the other way. So which way did you go, Terrence, when he became your mandatory and you let the IBF strip you? Did you go the other way, Terrence? Did you go the other way? Did you go the other way when you let the IBF strip you when Boots was your mandatory? It don't matter which way he went, because guess why? He ended up in your path. And when he was in your path, and it was head to head, you went the other way. You got stripped. And then got on the internet playing victim. When you the one that kept saying you wasn't going to fight Jaron Boots Ennis. He don't bring nothing to the table. It's a lose-lose situation. Then you went on this whole thing where it was this story, this narrative you tried to ride with that he ducked you because you a BLK Prime offer him to fight, and then Zab Judah come out and Zab Judah like, nah, we was trying to make the fight, but Bud went to go fight David Avanesian with the busted gloves. So this and this thing that's starting to happen now, where people are like, oh, Boots need to say Bud name. Boots need to call out. Boots don't need to do nothing with Bud Crawford, bro. If I was Boots, I would ignore I would tell Terrence Crawford, if you want to fight, then let's fight. Other than that, shut the F up talking to me. And then I would ignore him. I would ignore him. Because I got other stuff I'm worried about. And to me, I asked this question on my live stream. Would y'all want to see Terrence come back and fight Boots if Boots was to go undisputed? And my answer is no. I don't want to see Boots do all that heavy lifting, run through the division, beat all the champions, and then defend his belts against Bud, who ain't never defended undisputed against nobody. Bud ain't never defended undisputed against nobody. So everybody just gonna keep giving Bud shot after shot after shot after shot after shot? Hell no. It's a no for me. That's just my 2 cents. It's a no for me. No, I don't want to see Bud and Boots fight and Boots defend his undisputed against Bud. I don't want to see that. Nope. Bud ain't never defended not one undisputed. And then you getting on this internet talking spicy like this, and you gonna want Boots to give you a shot? See, you gonna need Boots, Bud. You're gonna need Boots. That's what y'all not saying. That's why everybody's so mad. Oh, it just clicked. That's why Bud on here talking so spicy. Because as this is coming down the pike, as it's coming down the line, the more you see Boots rising, the more you see him now the competition, people willing to fight him. He about to unify. He already ran Bud Crawford out of the 154 division. He already ran Bud out the division. Bud could have fought Canelo and came back down to 54 like Charlo doing. But he retired. Somebody could damn near say he ran Bud out of boxing, but we're not going to go there. So that's just my 2 cents about the situation. Y'all let me know what you think about Bud talking spicy about Boots. Is it giving insecurity, or do y'all think he really just want that smoke like that? Boots just really getting to him. He just got to get in the ring with him now that he's retired. Now that he outside the club and can't get in. Let me know what you think by dropping your 2 cents below in the comments. Follow me on X at 2 cents 20. Follow me on IG at 2 cents boxing. I'm Jay, and stay tuned for my 2 cents in the next video. And y'all check out this video that's about to pop up on the screen to join the conversation.